In Michigan, in the 1940s, during the summer, we wandered through the neighbor's backyard. No fences to inhibit us. My sister Joni looked after me. She was 3, and I was 2. When my brother Denny came along, it was the same hierarchy. It went without saying, however, that all the parents would keep an eye on the children. All the kids on the block explored together. As there weren't many toys to speak of, we all shared a ball and a wagon. Coming out of the Great Depression left no spending money for toys. Mud puddles were the most entertaining toys to play with, earning ourselves baths with rainwater and vinegar after. When Joni went off to school, Nancy Ackerman was my best friend, and we would play with anything. Our favorite, though, was hollyhocks. We would pick the flower, skewer it with a toothpick, and then the pretty ballerina would dance for us. When we moved to Traverse City, we lived in an old rickety farmhouse, and the rooms for Joni, Denny, and I were outside up a very creepy, very old staircase. Dad would walk us out into our rooms with a kerosene lantern. We cried in those rooms. We were so miserable. But then we discovered that if we listened closely, we could hear the sound of the radio drifting up the metal chimney. We fell asleep to the radio shows like Lux Presents Hollywood, The Shadow, Jack Benny, Fibber McGee and Molly, Amos and Andy, and the nightmare-inducing Inner Sanctum. We were scared, but we never told. We had a phone installed in that old farmhouse, but we shared the line. Joni and I got very skilled in eavesdropping, almost never hearing, "Is there someone else on this line? The line is busy." Of course, the easy, less fun way to get information was through the Cosgrove girl who ran the switchboard. She was not above a little eavesdropping either. When I was in school, my friend was Emmy. Emmy had a mean streak, so when poor Gladys Brimmer started first grade, she didn't have a chance. Emmy would tease her mercilessly, and I'm not proud to say it, but the other kids and I joined in. After a few years, Gladys moved away, and now I wish I could find her so I could tell her how truly sorry I am. As we grew, our favorite summer pastime was swimming, but it came with a catch. Each child, Joni, Denny, and I, had to pick one giant lug of cherries first. We, of course, managed to always break my parents down, though. Joni, the oldest, would go whine to my parents first. She would complain about the heat and the work. Then it was my turn. I was an accomplished whiner, throwing dramatic sighs all over the place, but I could not tear them down completely. Then came the big guns. Denny. He was the baby, so with one final plea, their walls crumbled, letting us leave with only the advice, "Don't drown." We owned the world down at Traverse Bay. All alone on an empty beach was a child's paradise. All along the way, we picked and ate wild blackberries. In the water, we taunted tiny crabs, held our breath, spoke underwater, dove in off of a ladder, reenacted movie scenes, and just about anything else that you could do at a beach. This was our little slice of summer heaven. Owned the world down at Traverse Bay. All along the empty beach was a child's paradise. All the way, we picked and ate wild blackberries. In the water, we taunted tiny crabs, held our breath, spoke underwater, dove in off of a ladder, reenacted movie scenes, and just about anything else that you could do at a beach. This was our little slice of summer heaven.